Please put your hands together and bring to the stage my good man, Mr. Chris Robinson.
Thank you, Christian, for bringing me out to the whitest movie I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, I was gonna say you guys don't have to wake up for me. 'Cause I'm gonna say some horrible stuff. If you guys are quiet, I feel like I'm just horrifying people.
Okay, cool, man.
I also like to sit down because I'm fat. It's just part of it. It just is what it is.
Where's that?
How's everybody doing? There we go. It's a little better. One more time. How's everybody doing? That's better. All right. Make sure you guys aren't dead. Well, number one, give it up for the FIT table. How you guys doing? You guys, what? She's looking around like talking about the one table that has kind of the Arab-looking guy, the Asian guy, and the Hispanic people. The fucking FIT table. We got the black people at the BCC table.
So,
but I'm a horrible person. I'm just getting started. Please don't.
birthday party.
This is gonna be a long 10 minutes.
I'm just gonna have everybody say happy birthday.
Now, I think people are too sensitive. Like, I was watching the news the other day. Anybody see that video where the alligator smacks the police officers in the face? Yeah, you saw that shit? Yeah. So, I'm looking at this video on Facebook. Alligator smacks first officer in the face, knocks him out. Second officer is a woman, smacks her in the face, right? Comment below the video says, it's interesting how the male police officer is just referred to as a police officer, and the female police officer is referred to as a woman officer. Sexism is everywhere. To which I responded, it's comments like that why alligators are out here smacking bitches in the face. Because alligators don't play that shit. That's why pimps wear gators, because they're kindred spirits. You guys are you guys like a couple? Okay, I was gonna say, you guys are really pretty people. Why are you in Brevard County? You're just missing out on opportunities. I was wondering why you're sitting like kind of off to the side. I was like, you and Bruno Mars aren't getting along? Jesus Christ. What I was doing, what do you guys do?
Thanks, baby.
Oh, that's pretty good. What do you do? Oh, that sounds depressing. No. I was gonna say, if you guys don't like your job, you guys are, I'm not kidding, you guys make a great couple. You wanna make some money, we'll get this Pornhub account going. I'm here to say horrible things. All the other acts are really nice people. No, I mean, there's a lot of stuff, man, like, perfect example. A lot of people don't know this, but black men are a big part of the Me Too movement. I don't know if you guys know that. Because white guys like to do a lot of gay stuff to us at work, and it makes me uncomfortable. I had a manager call me Big Chocolate for 2 years, and the owner of the business thought it was hilarious. Yes, Big Chocolate. Coincidentally, my wife also calls me Big Chocolate, but that has nothing to do with her reason why. No, it's more medium chocolate, but still chocolate. Everybody likes chocolate in all quantities. Oh my God. Alright, let me say something else horrible. I'm a little concerned that Trump won because black people just kept writing in Obama instead of voting for Hillary. So I would like to apologize. Now I think there's a few things. Like I gotta admit this. I'd be the first black person to make this announcement. I don't think Oprah should ever be president of the United States. She just reminds me too much of Trump. She's a charismatic billionaire that we all know from television. And I think she might also grab women by the pussy. I don't have any proof of that. I have no proof of that. I just get a vibe. I'm just saying it's kind of similar vibe. Now I'll say one more thing about politics. Let me find, Mr. Bruno Mars, can you step up for a second?
No!
What's your name, sir? Damn, you're actually pretty tall. I'm not gonna fuck with him too much. All right, everybody take a good look at Daniel here for a real quick second. So the only thing I'm going to say about politics, I want you to think about how expensive oranges would be if Daniel were picking the oranges. $50. Exactly. Because Daniel looks like the kind of guy that's not going to take a shit in a bucket on the side of the orange grove, so we're going to have to get porta potties, number one. And number two, the amount of sunscreen that it is going to require to keep Daniel from melting. By the time we're done, a bottle of orange juice will be $75 at the club. You can have a seat, sir. Thank you so much for being such a good sport. Everybody give a round of applause for Daniel. Now, speaking of like the, sorry, I'm a little bit sick, so my voice is kind of weird. Probably should have put a magnum over this mic before I got up here. Now, like speaking of like the Me Too movement and stuff, did you hear they got Morgan Freeman? Yes, Morgan Freeman. I was like, y'all out here snitching on God now? This is just getting disrespectful. We have no right. But no, two things. Number one, I think it's possible that Morgan Freeman did it. For one reason alone. Has anybody heard of a movie called Street Smart? Yes, okay. So in this movie, Morgan Freeman plays the coldest pimp to ever live, right? Morgan Freeman's having an argument with Christopher Reeves, right? Christopher Reeves is playing a reporter. In this film, Morgan Freeman's hoe interrupts at mid-sentence, smacks the shit out of her, and continues his sentence without even blinking, right? And what I realized was, it takes a cold pimp to smack a bitch in front of Superman. And I think maybe Morgan Freeman's pimp hand is why Christopher Reeves is in that wheelchair. I'm not sure. But no, but I think no matter what, Morgan Freeman will never go to prison, and I'm going to tell you why. In those kind of situations, it's his story versus the woman's story, right? Right? And what is she going to do? Out narrate Morgan Freeman? That's just never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Morgan Freeman's never going to jail. I'm sorry, I'm gonna grab Ebola. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Now, I mean, there's all kinds of terrible stuff. Like, for instance, guys, pro tip, right? Anybody out here dating? Any of you guys single out here? I'm looking at you motherfuckers. There are more single people out here. But, tip, right? Guys waste a lot of time going to clubs and stuff looking for really attractive women, right? I discovered this in my travels. All the hottest women in the world, you find them at the airport. Does anybody else notice this? I'll explain to you why. A lot of people don't know this, but Mercedes-Benz actually does, in Germany, make cars with cloth seats and wind-up windows. Did you know that? You didn't, because nobody bothers to import the shitty cars. What that metaphor means is, people only fly hot women out to see them. So all the hot women are in the airport. See? Yeah, I'm not up here bullshitting, I'm giving information. I'm gonna leave you guys with this last horrible thing. Buckle up. This question is about the transgender community. Woo! I said buckle up.
Comment, John?
So I don't know if you guys heard somebody who was like, yeah. Jesus Christ. No, so here's it's really just a question, right? So my question is, someone who is a transgender woman, and I want to make sure I get this right. So it's someone who started off as a man and is making the transition into becoming a woman because their body doesn't match who they are inside, right? So my two questions. Number one, at what point during that transition can we no longer fight? Like if I have beef with a dude and he's mid-transition, can I smack him in the face? Like how does that work? And if he owes me money, like if Tom owes me money, can I beat up Tammy to get my money back? And ladies, don't feel comfortable because this applies to you as well, because you can get a fight with Caitlyn Jenner if you want to, but she's gonna beat your ass with Bruce's hands. And I'll tell you something else. You remember back in the day when they first had that bathroom issue? And old conservative white ladies were running in the bathroom to confront the transgender women telling you, you're not supposed to be in here? Let me tell you a white lady something. Transgender women are a lot like a kit car. It looks like a Miata, but it's built on an F-150 frame, and she will fuck you up. My name is Chris Robinson. I'm a horrible person. Love you guys.